Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Next up for you today we're going to be taking a look at another vintage collection Wave 6 figure. Like with the Jedi Knight FX Search that I gave you a look at previously, this character is once again from Attack of the Clones, and this is a figure that I've been dying to get my hands on ever since I saw the pictures of it revealed at the New York Toy Fair back in February. So this to me is one of the standout figures from this wave, and I'm really pleased to have added it to my collection. If you know me, then you will know that I am an absolute clone fanatic, so obviously this guy is yet another clone trooper. This guy in particular is a resculpt of the Episode 2 Attack of the Clones style clones, or Phase 1, and this guy is just absolutely superb. Vast upgrade over the previous release of this clone trooper. Most notably that's been available in the Saga Legends line for the past few years. This guy is much more in proportion, much more articulated, and overall just so much cooler than any clone that's come before it. And as I said in my Sideshow Collectibles review of my clone trooper, I did say that this figure, in my opinion, is like a scaled down Sideshow figure. So before I get on to why I like this figure so much, I'm going to give you a look at the packaging he comes in. Definitely one that I wouldn't mind keeping carded if I can pick it up at some point in the future. Card artwork looks fantastic. Obviously it's taken from the Geonosis battle when the clones disembark from the gunships. On the back of the card you've got the original release of the Clone Trooper figure from 2002, although this particular figure is actually inaccurate. The first release of the Clone Trooper was actually a Clone Commander, I believe, and it had red stripes, as you'll see from the picture there. And the one that is pictured on the back of this card back is actually just a unreleased prototype, which as you can see is just plain white. It's inaccurate for that reason, and also the first Clone Trooper that was actually released was as part of the Power of the Jedi Attack of the Clones sneak preview wave. So, you know, Hasbro really need to get their facts right with these first releases, but it doesn't really bother me too much. As long as they choose a cool image, I'm not particularly fussed. So there we go, that's the image, and of course you've got the vintage collection description at the side, as well as the rest of the wave pictured along the bottom. So very nice packaging for this guy, but the figure, in my opinion, is even cooler. So onto the figure itself. As I said, this guy, in my opinion, is just like a scaled down Sideshow Collectibles figure. The proportions, the detail, the sculpts, the accessories are all absolutely phenomenal on this guy. As you can see, first and foremost, the helmet has been resculpted and looks a lot more accurate to the clones we see on screen. It's also been made removable, and the head that's underneath is a resculpt of the actor Bodhi Taylor's likeness, I believe. He's the guy that we see playing the clones in the mess hall on Kamino. He portrays the much younger clones, so that's very nice. In fact, I'll zoom in on that head sculpt because you didn't really get a good look at it from the angle that I showed it, yeah. So, there we go. Very cool looking indeed. And the helmet fits nice and tightly over the head. Also, the helmet hasn't been made out of that really flimsy rubbery plastic. It's really nice and firm and really sturdy and looks great on the figure. Obviously, as I said, the proportions are much better, so this guy does look a little bit skinny, but if you look, it is a lot more accurate to the clones we see on screen. This guy's absolutely loaded with articulation as well. He's got a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, ball hinged wrists, a ball jointed torso, ball hinged hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So this guy is definitely on par with the Clone Wars clone troopers, at least in terms of articulation anyway. But in my opinion, this guy just surpasses them because it's just so cool. It's so screen accurate, and I really can't say enough good things about this figure. Accessory wise, he comes with the long DC-15 rifle, which once again is a resculpt. Proportion wise, it's a lot more accurate, and there's even been some added paint applications. and he also comes with the DC-15 carbine, which is a slight resculpt, but obviously the added paint applications are the main point of the weapon. You can get this guy in some absolutely superb poses. Really like this fella. Definitely worth the pickup in my opinion. So very cool all around. Really recommend picking this guy up. As I said, just can't say enough good things about him. So articulated, so well sculpted, so well detailed, and just completely and utterly 100% screen accurate. Totally recommend getting this guy. So I hope you've enjoyed this review on the Attack of the Clones style clone trooper from the Vintage Collection, Wave 6. Definitely one of the figures that I highly recommend from the wave. Definitely worth going out and picking up. So if you can get this guy, get him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll be back with some more reviews very soon. I'll be giving you a look at one more figure from the Vintage Collection Wave 6 next up, so stay tuned for that. So until next time, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.